Yeah, hi there. These comments are for R, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. You completed an integrated speaking practice test number 8, and it's focusing around fast food restaurants, right? Now, what I want to do right now is I'm going to go over certain parts of your response and then give you a score, and then we'll kind of go from there. And let me get the rubrics here too. Okay, here we go. Alright, so the main thing, if I give you my biggest suggestion is your organization. So it's difficult to follow how you've organized this idea, so you haven't really coherently presented the ideas. Now here's my first question. So in paragraph 1, you talk about the writer define, and I would use here defines. Notice how in paragraph 1 you say defined, in paragraph 2 you say the writer recommends. So you're switching from present tense to past tense, and that's not a good idea. Be consistent. Anyway, you separate, it looks like, some of the main points in the reading in paragraph 1, and then you discuss some of the other points in paragraph 2. But in the introduction, you need a thesis. You'll say something like this. You might want to say the writer argues that fast food, or the writer in the reading passage argues that fast food is dangerous because it causes obesity, an unhealthy society, and encourages people to overeat. However, the lecture disagrees with all three of these points. That's what you want to do in your introduction, right? So you set up the main points of the reading and the listening passage. Now, when you get to your second paragraph, you didn't do this, but in your second paragraph, you should discuss really the first point in the reading passage. You'll say, according to the reading passage, fast food restaurants are dangerous because they cause obesity. Then you give some examples there, and then you also show how the lecture is different, or how the lecture opposes that particular point. Then when you go to your third paragraph, you'll discuss the reading point number 2, which is how fast food creates an unhealthy society. Give a support point from the reading to support that. And then show how the information in the lecture is different in that particular area. And then when you get to your next paragraph, you'll talk about the third point in the reading, how it says fast food is dangerous because it promotes gluttony or overeating. You give an example from the reading to support that, and then you show how the listening is different in that area as well. So here's what you're doing. In the introduction, you discuss the 3 main points of the reading passage and show how the lecture is different from that. In your paragraph 2, reading point 1, listening point 1. You go to your next paragraph, reading point 2, listening point 2. Then your next paragraph, you have your reading point 3 along with your listening point 3. And then, of course, you will have a conclusion after that. You see what I'm saying? So that's really the main thing that you want to try to focus on right now, is to show you want to present a more coherent compare and contrast type organization. Alright, now the next question is, how will you score on this particular essay? And then I will convert that into your score for our particular TOEFL preparation course. Alright, so first of all, let me go to the rubrics. And I will also put the rubrics in this email so you can click on them. I think overall you have fairly good control of your language use, which means vocabulary and grammar mostly. The main thing you want to focus on right now is to more coherently organize your ideas. So right now, I'm going to put you at 2.50 out of 4. This is 15 points out of 30. On this particular practice test. Now, for the purposes of our class, let's take a look at Let me take a look at the, where is it? Okay, here we go. Okay, so 2.5 is going to put you at 70% on this particular assignment. So in order to get better, you're taking the final exam coming up, you want to have a much better presentation of the ideas. I just gave you an outline in this video of how you can structure your next practice test. Now here's my advice. Between now and the final exam, you do have an opportunity to complete integrated writing practice test on my website. Not for a grade, but if you want to practice and get ready for the final exam, I'd recommend that you do at least 2 or 3 integrated writing practice tests at my online course, exactly how you did this one. Then send me an email, and my teaching assistant will give you a grade, so you can get some feedback. Alright, so again, you scored 2.5 out of 5.0, 15 points out of 30, and this gives you 70% on this assignment.